So now we have 4 rows. If we want to add another rows, so what we just need to do is to now add another table row tag. Okay, then we can start putting the names. So let's say we have a Mercy Anila. Okay. Oh, sorry. We're supposed to put this in a table data. So we have Mercy Anila. Okay. Then in the next row, we want to have say Glory Kemi Sola. Okay, sorry. The next row is supposed to be age. So sorry. So it's supposed to have maybe 23. Then the next row is supposed to be gender. It's supposed to have maybe female. And the last row, what's the class? So let's say SS2. Okay. Then we want to add another row. So we just say table row, then the data. So for the first column, we have a Gabriel Hola Wale. The next row was the age, maybe 20. The next row is going to be male. And the last row is going to be say SS3, no, SS1. Okay, so this is just a quick summary of how you use a table tag in your HTML. Okay, so now we can actually begin to put some attributes, okay, to give more details about this table, what and how we want this table to go. Okay, so let's say we want to put a border and say 1. Okay, we can also actually add what else can we add here? Okay, alright, so basically this is what we can do at this point. We can also maybe increase the width. We can increase the width to maybe 100%. Okay. Let's see, can we give it a background color? Let's say a BG color, maybe red. Okay, then that's not having any effects. Okay, so then another thing we can do here is to say, okay, can we actually merge these rows together? So I think we should be able to merge these rows. So for example, I can decide to say codes span. I want to merge it by C2. Okay. So what we have done here, this is what we have done. Okay. If you say, okay, let's merge it by 4. So what we have actually done is that we are merging 4 columns together. So we are merging this column 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we are actually merging these parts, okay, into 4. So that's just what we are doing here. You can also decide to merge, instead of saying code span, we can call it row span. Okay, so we have maybe 2. So look at what happens here. We have been able to merge this part and this part into forming just a single row. So these are some of the things that you can actually do on your table tag. Now, another thing that I want to really talk about is, instead of me having on the first row, instead of me having table data, okay, so I can actually say table head. Alright, I can have this table head. also say this one is table head. This is table also. This is table head. Table head. Table head. Table head. So what the system actually knows is that the browser sees whatever thing you put here becomes the head of the table. So the browser automatically will help you bolding whatever content you have, okay, in those tags. So basically these are some of the common tags in HTML. And you must understand that HTML in summary is a foundation, and it is also a fundamental tags. Fundamental. You must also know that HTML is fundamental to web development. Okay, because it provides the structure for HTML web content. For some of us who may be new to things like this, you might be wondering, oh, this is hard. I remember those days I had that kind of mentality at the starting point of my life when I was coding, or when I was working with HTML. At first, it was like, what is this nonsense? What am I doing? And then as I kept working on it, at a point it became much more simpler. So HTML is easy to learn. I can assure you that once you master it, you will be able to create the backbone of any web page or any application. This I can tell you. Okay? This I can tell you. This I can tell you. So for more dynamic and interactive content, HTML is usually paired with CSS, which we'll be talking about. CSS is the styling part. Okay, and then also talking about JavaScript. Okay, that will now make the whole thing functional, much more functional. Okay, so also this note I want to round off. We have been able to talk about the key concepts of HTML structure. So in the next class we will be proceeding with other topics in HTML. So I'll see you guys in the next class. Bye bye.